What's going on, guys? Alex here with Nickens Lawn and Landscape. Today I'm going to share with you my top 5 ways to stand out from your lawn care competition. Now there's a lot of ways to do this, but I kind of categorized it into the top 5, and these are things that I have done that in my opinion I have stood out from the competition and has helped me grow. And I did throw a few honorable mentions in here too, so let's jump right in. Number 1 on our list is going to be edging. A lot of people do not do this. They don't edge the sidewalks, they don't edge the driveways, they don't edge any of that stuff. I know a lot of you edge your sidewalks and you edge your driveways, so those of you guys that do, you're good for number 1, you're on to number 2, but not edging your sidewalks is a big no-no. It just looks horrible and it eventually starts hanging over. I mean, I've taken over properties where it literally is hanging over to where there's like no sidewalk. I mean, it's taking a foot on each side, so that is a big no-no, and if you're not edging your sidewalks, you're not edging your driveways, you really need to start. Now for number 2. I pick stripes or no stripes. Around here, a lot of people do not stripe. They just go around in circles until the whole yard's mowed. We stripe all of our properties, and we continue to get comments on our stripes. So if you don't stripe your lawns, you should probably consider starting. And if your mower just doesn't stripe, look up how to stripe a lawn. There's a lot of videos out there. It's very simple. All you need is something on the back of your deck to push the grass down. Number 3 is going to be picking up trash. A lot of people don't pick up trash. They mulch it up. You see this a lot on commercial accounts, especially close to highways or main intersections, things like that. You'll see trash all over the place just mulched up. We never do that. We don't mulch any trash, even if it's bad for whatever reason. If there was a parade, I don't care what it is, if there's a bunch of trash, we're gonna pick it up. We may end up having to talk to the customer about it and maybe charge them, you know, 10 or 15 bucks if it is horrible, but we're not gonna mulch up any trash, and you shouldn't either. It looks horrible and it is not professional whatsoever. Now if you talk to your customer and you say, look, there's a lot of trash here, we're gonna have to charge an extra 20 bucks a week. You know, if you're at a commercial place, 25 bucks a week to pick up all this trash, and if they say nope, we're not gonna pay for it, mulch it, then that's a different story. If they tell you to mulch it, if you discuss it with them and they don't want to pay for it, then it is what it is. I mean, I guess you have to mulch it. For me, I would probably want to drop that customer, because I don't want to be seen on the side of roads, side of highways. I don't want people seeing me on a property or know that I mow a property and there's trash everywhere. It just doesn't look good, and that is not the kind of image that we want to leave. So for us, that's just not a property that we want to take care of if they agree to mulching the trash. Number 4 is uniforms. Most companies don't have uniforms, especially the smaller ones. They just wear whatever shirt, and they wear jeans or shorts or basketball shorts or tennis shoes or boots or whatever. They don't care. For us, I like to wear the same style of shorts. It doesn't have to be the exact same shorts or pants, but something similar. You know, we don't want one guy wearing holey jeans and one guy wearing, you know, the Carhartt tan pants. So we try to wear a bluish, grayish. I like to wear the Dickies. That's what me and my brother both actually like, so it works out. We pretty much do wear the same stuff. But for the new guy, I'll tell him he can wear some decent jeans as long as they're not holey, or some kind of blue or gray pants like the Dickies. That's, like I said, that's what we wear. But we like to wear somewhat similar pants and shorts, and then I tell everyone they need to wear boots. For safety reasons, you need boots. You need the ankle support when you're walking around weed eating yards and you're mowing and all that. You're moving all over the place, especially the way we do it. We have a walk behind, so we have a Velkie, and you guys that run Velkies or ride Velkies, you know how rough those can get. So I like our guys to have boots, and then shirts we like to wear the same. You know, we have a logo pretty much, as long as it has the logo on it. Some are blue, some are red. We have some older yellow ones, we have orange ones, we have black ones, but it's pretty much red or blue. All the other ones are pretty much worn out, so we wear red or blue. But as far as uniforms in a whole, I mean, I think it just makes you look so much better. Like I said, we don't have to wear the exact same pants and the exact same shirt and all look like a bunch of minions out there, but we want to look somewhat uniform. You want to, you know, whenever you pull up to your customer's property, you want them to know, know, okay, that's the Nickens boys. You know, I know that shirt. I know that blue shirt that just sped by my window, weed eating. Yep, I know that's Alex or Nick. You know what I mean? So that's the kind of image that we want to give off. We want them to know that it's us, and we want everyone else around to know that it's us. Whenever they drive by and they see that big white logo on the back of the shirt, they know, oh, that's Nickens. So it's really about branding, I guess, more than anything else, but it does make you look good to your customers, and it does make you stand out. Now for number 5, and this one's kind of going off the path because it's not necessarily your work or the way you look when you work, but it's the relationship with your customer. Just like any other business, okay, if you know someone that's big in business, say $1 million company, what do they do with their clients? They go out to eat. They know their clients' kids' names. They go golfing with their clients. They do all these things to build a relationship. So it's no different in lawn care. You want to build that relationship with your customer so you have something to talk to them about, and you have something that the other guy doesn't have. The random guy that knocks on our door that says, hey, I'll do it for 30, and she knows she's paying you 35 or 40, but she knows you. She knows Alex, and she knows that Alex is going to take care of her, and Alex is going to be there when he's supposed to be and do all the things he's supposed to do. So she's going to say, no thanks, it's okay. But if you are a random guy, she doesn't know you at all, you've never really talked to her, you don't have any kind of relationship, and you're charging her 40 bucks, and some guy comes, knocks on her door in March, which is when we start mowing, so at the beginning of your season, and says, hey, I'll do it for 30 bucks, and she looks outside, and that guy brought his mowers with him that day, and they look nice, or maybe even it's the exact same one that you have, and she knows what yours looks like, and he's got a nice truck, and he looks good, and he seems professional, why wouldn't she go with him? You know what I mean? If you have nothing that that guy doesn't have, everything looks the same as far as that goes, that's going to save you that customer right there. So having a relationship with your customer, knowing your customer, and your customer knowing you, tell them stuff about you too. They need to know your family, they need to know your situation, bad or good. I mean, if it's bad, it is what it is, and if it's good, great. But you need to have a relationship with your customer that is a big plus, and that is one thing that nobody else can take from you, because you know your customer and they don't. If it's a random person and they go knock on your customer's door, they don't know them, there's no way that they're going to have that connection that you have. So that's my top 5, guys. Those to me are the most important things you can do to stand out from your competition, and trust me, it's going to work every single time. If you're not doing these things, I highly suggest you start and watch your business change. It'll happen like that. And now for the honorable mentions, guys. These are things, they made it to the honorable mentions list because to me they are hard to maintain sometimes. These are the things that kind of slip away, I guess, so to say, when you're really busy and you're running all over the place and you're doing a million things. These are the kind of things that can fall through the cracks. Honorable mention number 1 is going to be clean trucks and clean equipment. Now this can slip through the cracks, guys. You're running around like crazy, you're working 7 days a week, you're literally go, and it's not that you don't want to keep stuff clean, it's just that you kind of just forget about it and you have more important things to do. You have people calling you, you have to be places, you have things on the schedule, and you have breakdowns. You know, you have more important things than a shiny truck, which, trust me, it is important, and we do keep all of our stuff clean, but this is one thing that can slip through the cracks. Honorable mention number 2 is going to be consistency and timing. Now this is consistency, we're talking about quality. Every time you go to your customer's house and you mow their grass, you want it to look the same every single time you leave. If you have to double cut it, if you have to edge a little extra or weed eat a little extra to make it look good, if you had some long growth, whatever you have to do, but every time you leave it should look roughly the same. And timing, I'm talking about whenever you get there that week. Now if you mow it on Tuesdays and it rains on Tuesday, obviously you're not going to be able to make it, but say everything's dry for 3 weeks, you want to be there at Tuesday at 9 o'clock, 9:30, maybe 10. You want to be there Tuesday around the same time every week if you can. Now again, this can get hard when you have breakdowns, you have flat tires, you have whatever, you have all kinds of things happen, so it does get hard and it can slip through, and if you get behind on one, then you're kind of behind on all of them. I understand, but that is one thing that will make you stand out to your customers. Don't get me wrong, the past 3 weeks we are all over the place. It's raining like crazy here, we were on vacation, it's all over the place, so we've literally been there, I think it was Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, some Saturday. So right now we are that company. So I'm saying, I know it can happen, I know things can get out of hand, and Mother Nature, you just can't control. It rained a lot here lately, way more than it normally does, so things are growing. We're pretty much in spring right now, and it's August, or it's actually the beginning of September. I think it's September 1st today. So we are basically in a second spring, and right now we are not consistent on that. So it is hard and somewhat impossible at times, but that is one thing that will make you stand out. And honorable mention number 3 is going to be being informative to your customers. Now when I say being informative, I mean calling them ahead of time. If there's going to be a reason you're not going to be there on that day, just letting them know. Or if they need a couple bushes trimmed, calling them and say, hey, I noticed that this bush, and this bush could you trimmed. This is how much it would be. What do you think? Or let me know if you'd like it done. You know, no rush, whatever. I just noticed, I thought I'd give you a call. Or hey, this tree has some low-hanging limbs. I can trim it for this much. Or if you wouldn't mind trimming it so it's not brushing up against me, or you know, it's brushing my truck whenever I pull up, whatever. Just little things, and not telling them that they need to do things to their property. Just letting them know that you're paying attention and that you notice these things and you want their property to look tip-top all the time. That is going to make you stand out from your competition. And again, I know this is hard to do, especially if you're one of those companies that has 100, 200 lawns. It's not easy to keep track of all that stuff, and a lot of times you're not on the property and the guys that you have out mowing aren't going to do that stuff for you. But if you're a smaller company, it's a little bit easier to do, and if you're a bigger company, maybe just try to make it a point to call each customer, you know, twice a year and just look over each property and say, hey, I noticed this, this, and this. It's going to let them know, like I said, that you're paying attention and that you care about their property and you want it to look the best. All right, guys, that wraps it up for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope these tips help you. If you're not doing these things, like I said, I strongly suggest you start doing them. It will help you. It will make you a better business. If you're not following us on Instagram, be sure to head over there and check us out at Nickens Lawn and Landscape. You can do the same on Facebook. And of course, if you're not subscribed here on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. Give this video a big thumbs up and leave a comment down below and let me know what you thought. I'll see you in the next one.